Hello, Sinner. Bean here. And welcome to another day of shenanigans and yammering away. I'm going to be honest, this might be a short one. It's hot as fuck in here, and I'm melting. It's going to be a well-done bean at this rate, so I'm going to make it nice and quick for you. So, what have we been doing? Well, I had a day off. I know, horrifying. But, it was a nice day off. Good day to drive, and, spent way too long on... What's the name of the game again? I will find it. So many tabs. Abiotic Factor. Yes. Spent lots of time on that. Way too long. But, it was a good time. We had a fun time. That's the main thing. And I think that's what I've been trying to do this week. It definitely... My last week didn't start great. I'll be perfectly fair with you. It started terribly. It was awful, and I wanted to run for the hills. But... by Friday, we had sorted things out, and I'm hoping from here on it's going to be a more positive time. Needs to be, honestly. It really needs to be. Because otherwise, there's going to be issues. Beyond what already exist. So, we'll see how this coming week goes. But we're hopefully at the other side of the negativity end of the weeks. I'm hoping, anyway. So, from here, it's more of the same, I guess. There's nothing in particular extra that I suppose I'm doing. But, we're going to try and do more lore vids. I'm hoping they're going to cool down enough to do another one today, as it's a bank holiday Monday. I know I'm recording on Monday again, it's just how it's worked. But, other than that, more Total War, which has been fun to come back to. It's been a bit strenuous to relearn some bits, but it's been okay. It's been okay. We're having a fun time of it. A few bugs here and there, but otherwise, nothing too bad. Apologies if I stutter a few times. It's just so warm in here. Like, holy shit. I'm trying to keep this recording short and sweet because, oh my god, it's too fucking warm. It really is too warm. What else am I going to hope to do this week? Well, obviously we have another session of A Voice in the Dark, and I will try and get some planning done for that. Try be the keyword, but we are going to definitely... Put it this way, I know last time we missed it, but come what may, unless everyone's not available for some reason, we will be running this coming week. And then there'll be a bit of a break, so I want to leave it on an interesting note, hopefully. So we might try and knock this one out the park a bit, if I can. This is the plan. We'll see how it works out. Other than that... Well, I'm going to have a little gander at... do more art, I think. My next lore video is for the Stimmer faction, a nomadic group who are still of the same faith of many of the human factions. Which, to be fair, most of them are human. It's just whether they're human and something else. But point is, they still are more of a faithful group. So I'm thinking how I want to depict that. I kind of want to give them a World War era theme, because I just find that interesting for a more kind of desert World War era look to them, I kind of want that trench raider look to them, a kind of a weird mix of plate and Kevlar and scavenged equipment. A very, reliable but primitive weaponry, nothing crazy, Like, the craziest shit they've got is modern military equipment, which is pretty crazy, but compared to the kind of techno bullshit that exists in the setting, not too crazy. As you probably noticed as well, I've been going for long lore videos because, you know what? Almost an hour-long lore video is always an interesting one. In all seriousness, I want them to be a good overview. And then later on I can come back to the faction and really dig into it. I'm going to try and do it with organising as well. I want to have a playlist for each faction. And then I want to have a... how to put it? I want to have a playlist for each person doing the speaking. Obviously, it's probably going to keep being my voice for the foreseeable future, but if I ever have someone voice in, obviously they will be fully credited and paid, because, you know, pay the people you work with. You know, God forbid. And other than that, do we have anything else we want to go into? I suppose, so I've been looking at other games as well. Mechanicus 2 has come out, so we're probably going to play some of that soon. Maybe next week. Not this week coming, maybe the week after, potentially. We'll see. The mini DLC of Total War is a mini DLC, an Ickle DLC. I might look at the victory conditions and just see what it takes to get, like, the short or long, like, probably the short victory. But, with that all being said, this may end up being a short one, I'll be perfectly honest, it may end up being sub 10 minutes. I just haven't got much to talk about this week, I suppose. I've not done a huge amount, in a way. I guess, for a more personal note, I've been dabbling in a couple of games again. Punishing Grey Raven in particular, I've been enjoying playing that. I have spent a little bit of money on it here and there. You know, it is what it is. But I've had a good time playing it. I have. I like the aesthetics. What can I say? I like the gameplay and the aesthetics. Like, I really like the aesthetics of it. Like, everyone's kind of a cyborg. I really like the skins that show off them being cyborgs. I'm not gonna lie. It's just, there's something about that look. I mean, you've seen my main model, right? So, and dipping into a more cyborg look has been an interesting one for me. Probably still keep the face and all that, but like, a bit more mechanical. I don't know if I'd go full Raiden, but who knows? But I think we'll keep this one short and sweet for the interest of time and for the interest of, honestly, I hate to say it, but I just don't have much to say this week. I guess the only thing I can really go into a bit is just having to kind of do a really difficult conversation at work where, you know, I had to really kind of knuckle down and pull someone aside and be like, hey, I'm having a real issue with someone above me who's been fucking horrible to me. And it was a really unpleasant conversation. I mean, not because the other person would be horrible or anything, it's just a difficult conversation to have. Plus, I'm very conflicted, because on one hand I get the whole thing of, oh, you know, we'll pay you more if you do more, but there's a part of me that's just like, how much more do I have to do for you? Like, I have to absolutely put blood, sweat, and tears, and you give me nothing. I feel very conflicted about giving more to someone who's not giving me much in return. You know? Some people will say, oh, this generation doesn't want to work, blah, blah, fucking blah. Same thing their generation said about them and all the rest. But, honestly, maybe it's just me, but I just don't think I should have to give more than what the company's giving me. You know what I mean? There is a lot of expectation on me. I don't think I owe them that, in many respects. I think they are constantly taking the piss a bit. You know, I think they're asking a lot. And to me, I don't see why I should give so much to them, you know? I feel like I give them enough. I feel like I sweat enough for them, you know? Because the job is not satisfying at all. And at the minute as well, we're just burdened with so much monotonous stuff, and it's just like, I just find it really hard to be interested or motivated when my tasks are just the most monotonous shit. It's like, important things get missed, and it's like, well, I keep saying to them, hey, there's a problem here, and no one listens, and I'm just getting a bit pissed off. I'm like, well, at a certain point, when do I just stop talking, do the bare minimum, and just stop caring? You know what I mean? Because there's a part of me that wants to just stop caring entirely and just do the bare minimum for them. Because I just don't see why I should give them anything else. And at this point, I feel like complaining about the situation of things hasn't got me anywhere. And they have no respect for me. Like, they have no actual respect for me as a person at all. So, I have really no interest in doing more for them. If anything, I'm just trying to keep my head down a bit from here on. I mean, I've obviously complained to someone higher up than the person being horrible to me, because I'm not putting up with that anymore. I think I'm owed a bit more respect than that. And, you know, I hope he has a hard time of it now. Because, personally, I don't like that I've been mistreated so. And he was rewarded for his various behaviours by being promoted, so it's like, well, I have an issue with that. I do think he wasn't owed that promotion. I'm not saying I'm owed a promotion. Maybe I am, but he definitely wasn't. No. But, you know, modern corporate life, I suppose. It's not quite as bad as America, when they can just get rid of you for any reason. But it's not great. And I think if anyone's in that same position, I think probably leaving probably the best. I should probably leave that place, in all honesty. I should just hand in my notice and walk away. There's something I need to get out of them first, though. They've got this qualification they want me to get for my security role, and I kind of just want to get that and get the fuck out. I want to get that, get my driver's license, and leave. Take everything I've learned, everything I've gained, and take it somewhere else. Where I'll hopefully be paid something more comparable to competitive, and frankly, I want to get to the point where, you know, I can just look around and someone will go, oh yeah, we'll pay you way more. Like, great, thanks. Because what's loyalty bought me? Like, there's a difference between loyalty to you guys, where me trying to constantly push myself to make stuff, constantly trying to improve in places for you guys, I feel has rewarded me in many ways. You know, and it has, you know, gotten... At least I felt pride in it, you know? I try and feel some pride in my work. That's why I was umming and ahhing about this channel, because I wasn't sure if these videos were the greatest, but I need them as an outlet, and you guys like watching them, so I keep making them. So, you know, I get an outlet, you get something you're interested in watching. Win-win, right? How I see it. But that place, I feel nothing towards it. Contempt, maybe, but I don't know. I've been thinking about it, and I'm just like, I don't care about it. I care about putting quality work in, but I don't know. Part of me's just like, yeah, apathy, I think. Perhaps, towards that place. I've been burned and burned and burned by it, and I just think to myself, yeah, okay. I kind of just want them off my back. That's the thing at the minute. They've been so on my back, and I just kind of want them off my back. It's like, leave me alone, because you're just going to make it worse. Because I'll be honest, the temptation to walk out that door and never come back has been very tempting. Just cut all communications, disappear from them. Has been so tempting. So tempting. Would it mean I wouldn't get a reference? Yeah. At a certain point, would I care? I don't know. I honestly don't know. I really just don't know if I would care. So, I guess there's a good comparison between this stuff where I get annoyed because I feel like I could be doing more, but then I get so tired. Whereas that place, I don't feel like I need to give more. I begrudgingly give more because I want to get a bit more money. I didn't used to be so money focused when it came to work, but when it comes to the day job, it's the only thing anymore. It really is the only thing that actually positive out of it, really. Because at this point, I'm at the point where I don't mind doing the job. It's hard to explain when something you're passionate about just stops. You just don't feel it anymore, you know? You just don't feel that passion. You don't feel that drive anymore to it. You know, this I want to do. This I do. That, I used to have a passion for, like, cybersecurity. I used to have a passion for technology. I don't have that anymore. It's all been stripped away from me. And I just look at the cold reality and think to myself, what was the fucking point? Sorry, I know I said I was going to be positive, but God, I just... Yeah. I've got to get that off my chest in a place where I can do it without being berated for questioning the company and having no faith in them. I don't have any fucking faith in them. Corporate snakes, the lot of them. But, you know what? They won't hear that from me. I think that's one thing I've decided. I think I will discuss my feelings about the place in safe spaces. Like this. Like, among friends and family. But not at work. And not with work people. I think that time is done. It's not got me anywhere, and I think, you know what? They can believe whatever they want to believe now. They won't get a thing from me in that regard. I'll do what I need to do. And then once I've got what I want to get out of them, I'll look elsewhere, I think. But, anyway, this got longer than I was originally intending, but fuck it. Somewhere sub 20 minutes at least is a worthwhile blob. So if you've enjoyed my little ramble and my rant about work and why honestly it doesn't feel worth it anymore, then thank you for joining me. I know it's been a very up and down episode, and I'll hope there are more positive things to say next week. Hopefully. But please do take care of yourselves, sinners, whatever you're doing, and just make sure you're okay. Yeah. If you take nothing else from this, just take that. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe, if you feel I'm worth it. Hopefully you do, but it's okay if not. Glad you were here anyway. Now, I will leave you in peace. Have a good week, and I will see you on Thursday. Until then, ta-ta for now.